Welcome to the Transformational Soul Show with your host, Ruth Soltman. Are you ready to experience more stability in your life? You can change your life and be who you are meant to be, your authentic self.
Well, hello, everybody. My name is Ruth Soltman, and this is the Transformational Soul. And I want to welcome you, all of our viewers and listeners on YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, wherever you're watching or listening from. Welcome, and thank you so much for being here. A couple of announcements that I have, and the first one is about this Saturday. This Saturday, the 14th, is our spiritual message circle. And if you have never engaged in that, let me tell you a little bit about it. We have a panel of our show hosts, and it just depends on which ones are available that evening. And for a small donation of, I believe it's $20, you can get a message, a little mini message from each one of us. It's always a lot of fun. And if you'd like to just come and hang out and check it out, you can do that. You don't have to get messages, but I guarantee you that you are going to hear something from at least one person that's really going to resonate for you and with you. And you're going to know that that's a message for you. Please continue to like and share the show. I really appreciate when you guys do that. It's so amazing. And please hit the like button. I don't know if it's, how it is on each thing. I know on YouTube, you can hit the thumbs up. Robert said, thank you for the reminder on the spiritual message circle. You're welcome. And hello, Robert. And hello, Veronica. And hello, Sarah. I hope everyone is doing really well. I'm really excited about the messages and the information that I have been getting for everyone today. It was really funny because I know I've probably told you guys this before, but a lot of times, many days before my show, I'll start getting messages. They'll be popping into my head, different things that I'm supposed to talk about on the show. Well, for the last week and a half, I have been getting constant messages and information for some other things that I'm working on. And it started yesterday, my mind is completely blank. I mean, like nothing. And I got up this morning and it's the same way. So I've often started my show without knowing, what I was going to talk about. But usually I do get information ahead of time. So I was sitting outside today and I'm like, okay, here I am. I'm ready, give it to me. And I clearly heard the words divine timing. I'm like, oh, you guys want me to talk about divine timing? No. My answer was, I will know in divine time. So it wasn't time for me to know yet. So I get an email from Tiffany, our producer, and the lovely show host of Spiritual Insights on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern. She sent me the link for my show. And in the email, she said, this is a powerful day and night. 111. And I was like, 111. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. And then I realized that today was January 1st month, 11th day, 111. And all day long, I was thinking today was the 14th. That number was just in my head. So now my entire day was starting to make sense to me. Robert says that my Buddha is very sharp. Well, thank you very much. That's one thing that I've always, been very drawn to are Buddhas. I think they're so cool looking. So last week, we were talking about how this is a 7 universal year. And as a collective, we're going to be growing spiritually. It's going to be one of our most spiritual years ever. And we're going to be diving deep. And we're going to be going within, and we're going to be doing the healing. And we were talking about this last week. We're going to be focusing on intuition. We're going to be focusing on reflection. And it's a time of massive healing. Lots of people are starting to heal. Lots of people are starting to wake up. Lots of people are growing spiritually. And, and we were talking about how it's a time to take action, to manifest, to heal. And it's going to be an amazing year for all of us. But when I woke up this morning, I was feeling a bit unwell. I've had terrible nausea all day long, like constantly. Dizziness, headache. I thought maybe I was coming down with a bug or something. Nope, not even close. I've been feeling the energy of the 111 portal. And let me tell you, it is very, very intense. At least for me, it has been very intense. So I don't know if maybe I'm just super sensitive right now, or if the energy is just super intense, or it could be a little bit of both. So I'm real curious to know if anyone else has been feeling this today. Please let me know. I'm starting to understand more and more about how this is going to be such a powerful year, such a phenomenal year. I mean, I've been getting those messages for months on what that 2023 is going to be the best year of our lives. And we're only 11 days into 2023, and the energies are already this intense. So let's think about this year. And what's it going to be like when these other portals open up, right? We have different portals throughout the year. Think about the Lion's Gate. That's a huge one in August. Those energies are always intense. And then we have another big one in December. So it's going to be such an amazing year of change. And it's not going to be like one little thing is going to change. I mean, we're going to have massive changes. It's not going to be just one thing, but these are going to continue throughout the year. And they're going to assist us in our healing. They're going to assist us in our growth and our expansion. So this morning, while I was sitting there having all of these feelings of the nausea and the dizziness, my ears were ringing like crazy. So I'm thinking, and I remember this from some portals last year. Hello, Devin. I need to integrate this into my energy a bit sooner rather than later, because this is that's not a nice feeling all day long. So I thought, I'll take a few deep breaths. That's going to help clear some old energy out so this new energy can move in. And I literally had to take 10 deep breaths before I felt the difference. That's how intense the I don't know if you want to say symptoms of this energy or however you want to word it, but that's how, intense it's been for me. And I mean, that's just crazy, absolutely crazy. And once I did that did help. I went barefoot outside, walking around on the grass, and that always helps me to connect a little bit or to ground a little bit, I should say. So, maybe you have things that work better for you. Please share with us because, it could help someone else. But those are the two main things I did. Then I meditated for a little bit and I could feel the movement of energy. And for the last few hours, my dizziness and my nausea they have subsided. And so that tells me that the energy is integrating more in with my energy. And I feel pretty amazing. I feel very, I can't think of the word. Well, I feel very calm, but I feel very energized. I know they probably don't seem like they go together, but I do feel that very still inner calmness at a deeper level than I usually do. And I do feel very energized and kind of like I'm wide awake, without the caffeine. Sarah says, I've been feeling it too. My ears feel so much pressure, headache, and a little throat irritation. Lots of ringing in the ears too. Yes, yes, yes. Joy says, I've dealt with that on and off for a week. Yes. And we can start, especially people that are empaths or people that are sensitive, extra sensitive. We do start feeling them way before, everyone else does, before they actually come in. We can feel that energy, is starting to come in. And just, we're going to feel it a little bit longer too than just the one day. Just like with the full moon, a lot of us will only experience the full moon energies on the full moon. Others of us will experience them for, many days before and many days after. It just depends on how sensitive you are to the energy. So it's a good time to make sure we're drinking a lot of water. And if you're feeling really tired or sluggish, because sometimes the energy can affect us that way, then, you need to get more rest, lay around, make sure you're taking really good care of yourself. So I started realizing today that a lot of the information, that we've been getting lately, I'm kind of starting to see where it all comes together now. I've noticed on a lot of the shows, the Goldylocks shows, change has been coming up, new opportunities has been coming up in readings. And see, what else was I thinking of? Expansion and luck, people's luck changing. And this is in the Chinese, what is it? Zodiac, I believe. It's the year of the rabbit, the lucky rabbit. And, I've heard some people talking about that on their shows as well. So we have all these things that are just lining up perfectly for us. But we can't just sit back and, just watch. We have to engage. We have to get involved. We have to, put our first foot forward so that we can manifest what we want. I can see already what a year of manifesting this is going to be. And it's not going to be for just a few people. We're talking massive levels of people. So you have to know that you can manifest what you want into your life. You have to know that by now. And it's just, you have to get out of your own way. Joyce says, makes me feel like I drank, off balance. Off balance, that is a perfect way. I love that. That is a great way to explain it. Off balance. And something I realized today, when I'm at home, well, I do this at my kids' houses too sometimes, but when I'm at home, like I'm in my computer chair right now, or sitting at my desk or on the couch, I always sit in the same position. I sit with my back straight and my legs like crossed in my lap, almost like, the yoga style, but I don't get that intense with it. This is how I am always comfortable. And what I was told today is that when I sit like that, my chakras are aligned. And that makes a lot of sense to me now. But that's like the only way I can sit and be comfortable. If I'm laying down, that's different. But in a sitting position, this is pretty much it. So I guess it's really good. I'm not like a student or, something like that, because people would probably, think there was something wrong with me. Not that I care what anyone thinks, because I don't. Sarah says, I've been saying over and over, I am showing the energy to flow to me and through me. So there's no stuck energy, and making sure to let it flow through. That is awesome. We don't want any stuck energy. And what's going to cause stuck energy in our life? It doesn't necessarily have to be within us, but if it's in our environment, that's going to affect our energetic field. So any clutter you have, some people have like piles of magazines laying around, or, stuff like that. You want to have things so that the energy can move around, right? You don't want it. There's no point in all this energy coming to you if it's going to stop and get stuck because you have stuff in the way and it can't get through to you. So you want to remove anything that's going to be blocking it. Not only do you want to declutter in that way, but you want to declutter your thoughts, because you know how powerful our thoughts are. And, we can talk ourselves into anything, and we can talk ourselves out of anything. And we all know, because we have all done this, a lot of times in our life. So our mind is very powerful. So we want to clear out any thoughts that are not for our best and highest good. We want to get rid of those. And once we get, the stagnant energy out of the way, then all of this wonderful energy, this wonderful, new, exciting, vibrant energy has a way to get to us. It can flow right to us. Devin said, my left ear has been buzzing like a beehive for 4 days. Wow, Devin. I love that. Sarah says, allowing the energy, not showing. Yes. Okay, I understand what you mean. Joyce says, my ears are like that too, more the left one. Joyce Devin says, same for him. My ears are pretty much equal. Every once in a while, because my ears have rang like this for a long, long time. And when I'm getting certain information, one of them will be at a higher tone. It's really kind of crazy, but I'm so used to it, and it's always been this way that, I kind of like tune it out, I guess you could say. I don't really pay attention to it. I'm starting to pay more attention to it, and it's really loud at night. When it's quiet, people are sleeping, there's no noise in the neighborhood. Then, and a lot of people like to stay up then because they like, how many times have you said, that's the only time I can hear my own thoughts? And it can be a very powerful time. And that's when I really notice the ringing. And, I've been told that it's downloads. I have been told it's the vibration of different energies that I'm hearing. And it doesn't matter to me because it's all good as far as I can tell. So that's always very exciting. And so I was looking into this number 111, and it talks about it representing a shift in spirituality, a shift. So, we're not just talking about this on a level of one person. We're talking, spiritual consciousness, the Christ consciousness, the oneness of all that is. It's not just, each of us individually, we are growing and expanding, but when we do that all at the same time, it's so much more powerful. The 111 is also about starting new things, new opportunities. As an angel number, it tells you that you are on the right path, that you are exactly where you need to be. Let's see what else I have here in my notes. And something I thought that was really interesting is I looked at the entire date, 11123, which is an 8. And in China and Japan, an 8 is a symbol for prosperity and wealth. So if you look at all this stuff, it's all pointing to the same thing for all of us. And at this time, like we've been talking about, fantastic time to manifest exactly what you want in your life. And, we have new ideas coming to us, new opportunities coming to us. This is the time to start something new. Don't keep doing the same old thing, thinking the same old things, because, we want a different result. So we can't keep doing the same thing. So you have to figure out exactly what it is you want. And sometimes that's the hardest part, isn't it? Because when we look at it, we think, wow, there's so many things you can choose from. But we have to really focus on, what we want in a clear, concise way. And when we focus our energy there, it is so powerful. It's like all of a sudden now, after all of these months of this thing happening and that thing happening, everything is starting to come together for us. Everything is starting to come together, and it's such a wonderful time. And when things do that and they all come together and they pan out together, it sometimes feels like magic. But the way it just happens, it just feels like magic. And that's a pretty cool feeling when you're just going with it and creating what you want, and you see it happen. Once it starts happening all the time, like more and more and more, from little things to bigger things to ginormous things, you're just going to be amazed, going to absolutely be amazed. There are so many blessings coming our way, so many. So make sure, and I know I've said this so many times, but somebody else needs to hear this. Make sure you don't have any blocks or obstacles or barriers, whatever you refer to them as. You want to make sure that you don't have a bunch of gunk there, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, or physically. You have to have a clear path. Sarah says, I love that you said that. I just told a friend of mine that yesterday. You can't make changes if you keep doing the same thing. Exactly. And a lot of times we want it, we want changes. We want something to be different, blah, blah, blah. But we don't take any steps to make that happen. We don't take any steps to, manifest any kind of a change. But growth is coming your way. It's coming for all of us. Growth and expansion in ourselves, in our spirituality, in every area of our lives. This is such an exciting time to be here and to be present and to be on a spiritual path, and to be growing. Linnell says, I've seen 111, 1011, 1101, 111 so far today. Smiled now a few times with this sync up. That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. So as these things start coming to us, we have to remember to show our gratitude, right? When things start happening, thank you. Thank you. Depending on what happens for you, maybe you can pay it forward. Maybe you're going to be the answer to someone else's, prayer. But always remember to offer gratitude for all these wonderful things that are happening for you. When you have some kind of a breakthrough, as far as like all of a sudden you have that light bulb moment and you get something that you've heard 100 times before and it never really clicked with you. And all of a sudden you get it. Oh, thank you. I am so grateful, that I finally understand. And then more information is going to be coming to you. Let's see what else. Yes, we definitely do have some amazing energies right now. And very, very powerful. Let's see if there's anything else I forgot here. Okay. And, maybe you've already figured out what it is you want to manifest for this year. Now, you could say it this way. This is what I want to manifest. These are my goals. This is what I'm working towards, because it's the same kind of energy. You're going to be giving that thing or things your crystal clear intention, your focus. So it's all going to have the same outcome, I guess you could say. It's all going to be things that are going to work at bringing these things into your life. Linnell says, this day has been incredible. The unconditional love channeling I had this morning was incredible. Awesome. Sarah said, since the new year started, she has seen more 1111, 222, 333, and 444 every day. I have been seeing that quite a bit myself. Linnell said, light language has returned in full gear. Wow, that is amazing, Linnell. Absolutely amazing. So if you guys haven't made, any kind of, like for me, I like to make a list. And I know Tiffany is a list person as well. This is how we get our things done. We don't forget to do them because they're on our list. And I've always been a list person. Sometimes, I have more than one. But I always have a list of things I know I need to get done within a certain time frame, or things that I am working on. And I like to look at them often because they're a good reminder. I like to look at them and read them so that energy goes to those words. I feel like I'm putting out, that energy of what it is I'm trying to accomplish. And I find that when I do that, stuff gets done with more ease. I don't stress out about it. I know it's going to get done when it's supposed to, when it needs to. Um, and, find what works for you, because it's different for everybody. You know, we're all individual people on our own individual journey. And what works for me is not going to be what works for you, because as humans, we are completely different. Spiritually, we're spirit, right? So we are the same in that sense. But in our physical form, we're not. We have different likes, different dislikes, different things maybe that we're good at. So keep that in mind. Don't compare your path to anyone else's, and whatever works for you, that's what you need to stick with. It's not like when we were in school and everybody was supposed to do this one thing exactly the same way. No, we're all individuals. We all think for ourselves. Um, we all need to feel that, when we make those decisions, feel it through our heart, so that we are coming from a place of love instead of a place of fear or a place of ego, because then we're going to be making correct decisions. Linnell says, incredible indeed. Veronica said she is also getting the 1111s, 444s, and 111. Oh, Joyce, I see you're back. Thank you. Yes, I've been seeing a lot of that. And, it's all really interesting. I love the synchronicities that are showing up, the, subtle messages. So watch for those, because I've seen a lot of those. Sometimes we'll get that one that's really loud and clear, and it's, there's no doubt. But sometimes we'll get these very subtle messages or these very subtle nudges. So just pay closer attention. Linnell says, it feels incredible as well. Favorite word, I guess. She said she gets 8 and 9 everywhere as well. Oh, Joyce is back. Devin says, smile and keep moving forward. Hello, Kim. Nice to see you here. Awesome, you guys. So just know that this is going to be a magnificent manifesting year. Know that when we look back 20 years from now, we're going to be like, oh, 2023, oh, that was the most amazing year ever. I mean, globally, universally, however you want to, look at it, for all beings, it's going to be something that we talk about for the rest of our lives. Okay, awesome. Linnell said, thank goodness we don't have to everything ever go around the earth journey thing. Veronica says, the one I love the most is 1001. I know something good is going to happen, and does. Okay. Linnell said, oh, she shared that with Kim. Okay. So yes, let's keep focusing on that, because we are the ones that are going to make this a fantastic, wonderful, abundant year. I've seen abundance coming to people. Like I said, it's only the 11th. We're not even 2 weeks into the year yet. And I have seen changes in several people that I personally know, several people that I talk to like on a regular basis, of things that are already manifesting, of abundance that is coming to them. And, it's so exciting to me that it's happening so quickly. But this is what we can do all the time. But now that we have like this more massive energy, we're going to keep having these flows, for a long time now. Harness that energy, use it to your benefit, because it will assist you. Okay. Veronica said, comes up as 10:01 on the clock to clarify. Okay, I got you. Okay. The one I love most is 10:01. I know something good is going to happen, and does. Oh, that's awesome. I like that. I love that. Numbers can be very powerful for us. They're great messages. And speaking of messages, if anyone would like a message, just put it there in the chat, And Linnell, I did get your Venmo. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I'm going to give you a message first. Now, one thing with the manifesting are doing affirmations, because affirmations are super duper powerful. And yes, I did just say super duper. They are very powerful, very powerful. So I am going to also use my I am manifestation cards and give you an affirmation as well. So let me get my angel cards here, because I've been feeling those ones all day. Robert, thank you so much for your super sticker. I appreciate that so much. Yep, I've got you down, Robert. Got you down. And then Joyce. Okay. So, Linnell, let's see what we have for you. And one thing you'll notice too is when you make a decision, once you make that decision, you're going to see doors open that you didn't even know were there before. You're going to see opportunities come up that are going to blow your mind, because it's going to be something a lot more grand and a lot better than what it was that you wanted for yourself in the first place, if that makes sense. Don't limit yourself to your good, because what's coming for you is going to be far greater than what you anticipated. Linnell, you painted a picture. I didn't know you painted. I know you sing, but I didn't know you painted. Okay, let me get all these names down. Okay, Linnell. Okay, Veronica, I've got you down. So, Linnell, for this from the angels. It is safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways. And this is your solar plexus chakra. Look at that beautiful picture. Well, you can't really read that card very well, can you? These cards are smaller, so they're probably harder to see on the camera. But, I feel like you are a very powerful, well, you have very powerful energy, because I always feel that. You have a powerful voice. You have a powerful presence about you. And with that, there are so many positive things that you can do. Just being yourself, you create this wonderful energy around you that people are really drawn to you. And when people are drawn to you like that, they listen to you. They want to know you. They like being in the presence of that kind of energy, the energy that you expend. I feel like it's a very bubbly, happy, vibrant energy. And, a lot of people are drawn to that. Now, sometimes you're going to get people drawn to you that are not at that same level of energy as you, or the same vibration. They're being attracted to you because you are a feeling of assistance, like you can assist them in some way or help them to heal and raise their vibration. So just be cautious of that, because sometimes just be cautious of that. And the other card I pulled for you is about crystals. And it says the energy of crystals supports you and helps with your present situation. Crystals are amazing. And crystals they each have their own kind of energy. All the different crystals and the different stones. And, you're going to find that. And I don't know if you have crystals, Linnell, but if you don't, get some. And if you do, use them more, be around them more. They all have a different kind of vibrational energy. Sometimes you can pick up a stone or a crystal and you can just feel it vibrating. Now, that's not always the case. Not everyone can do that, but a lot of times you can. You can feel the physical vibration from it. And that's a pretty exciting. Oh, look at this. She just set up my crystals in my pillow room. Oh, awesome. That is awesome. So I think they're acknowledging that. They're happy about that. That crystal energy is amazing, and it's going to just help to raise your vibration even more. So let me get you an I am card. And Sarah, thank you so much for your donation. Crystals make my ears hum. Oh, I don't think I've had that. My biggest experience with any kinds of stones was with the moldavite. That one had me like vibrating like crazy before I even took it out of the package. It was so intense. And for your I am manifestation card, Linnell. Oh, I love this. Linnell, I am giving myself permission to fulfill my life's purpose. I am connected to my purpose and I know what sets my soul on fire, which that's your passion. I am living in my purpose. Look at that. So is that something you have tapped into, Linnell? Do you know what your purpose is? I know you know what your passion is. Maybe not, maybe you have not tuned into everything that you're passionate about. But when we are living with our passion in our purpose, that's when we're going to shine the brightest. So keep on doing that. Live in your purpose. Speak your truth. And that's very important, to speak our truth, because we do not want to get our throat chakra blocked. We don't want to experience the scratchy throat, the sore throat, or even things worse if we continue to hold in our truth. So always make sure, for everyone, that you speak your truth. Hello, Carol Ann. I hope you are feeling better. She does. Linnell does have lots of crystals, I take it. That is awesome. Sarah, I don't know. Did I thank you for your super sticker? Thank you so much if I didn't. But I see several comments came in, so I wanted to make sure I told you. I appreciate that very much. And now we're on to Robert. Robert. Be willing to forgive, Robert. And it says, ask the angels to clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange for peacefulness. Let it go. Whatever it is, let it go. If you feel someone has done you harm or hurt your feelings or, did something purposefully to you to cause you anxiety, let it go. Forgive them and let it go. Because by holding on to it, the only thing you do is harm yourself. Forgiveness is a gift that we give to ourselves, because most of the time, the other person doesn't even care. So that also has to work the other way. Well, no, you also have to be willing to forgive yourself for things that maybe you think you shouldn't have done or you should have done differently. Let that go as well. Anything that's in the past, we can learn from. Those were our lessons that we can use now. And that's going to help us to create our future. So you have to let that go. Okay. Let's get you another one. Robert. Law of attraction, Robert. And it says relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and aware of energies. So these energies are coming in. You're feeling them. They're helping to change you. They're helping to raise your vibration. And as you do raise your energy and raise your vibration, what naturally happens is, we are going to fall away from some relationships that we have because we don't vibrate at the same level as those people anymore. Now, their vibration can change and come up to match yours. But if it doesn't, then, they're going to just naturally fall away. But other people are going to come into your life. Other people whose vibration more closely matches yours. So it's going to be a win-win situation. Because these people that have the lower energies and vibrations, you don't want to let them pull you back down. You've done a lot of work. You're, moving forward. So you want to keep your energy and your vibration up. Don't let anything pull you back. And this is going to change things that you're interested in. That's just natural. So if you start, wanting to learn something new, maybe a new hobby or a new spiritual, something like maybe a certain type of meditation or a certain kind of divination, go for it, because you're being drawn to it for a reason. And your manifestation card says, I am releasing myself of worry. I feel good about myself and my life. Everything is working out for my best and highest good. I am confident. Confidence is very, very, there goes all my cards. Confidence is very important because of how it makes us feel, and when we feel like we are accomplishing something or we're good at something, that helps to build our confidence. So give yourself permission to do that. Okay, Robert and Sarah. Okay. Linnell says, I do. I'm getting super close to the next level with it. So excited for this incredible future. Yes, it's going to be amazing. I have kyanite, adventurine, and citrine stones, that says Devin. Ooh, I love all of those. Linnell, I gave llama crystals to both my girls this year over the holidays. Oh, wow. That's really awesome. Yes. One time when I was doing a metaphysical fair, and I was sitting, it was outside, and I'm sitting in my little tent, my canopy with all my stuff. And this one woman came like halfway through the day and set her tent up. And she was doing readings, and she had a little boy. And I just kind of went over there and started talking to her. And she had a bunch of different crystals on the table. Well, this little boy, he was probably about maybe 6. And he comes back over a little while later. He comes back over to my booth and he goes, I want to give you something. And it was a stone. It was this, I want to say it was a citrine. And his mom starts telling me about how this little boy had anger issues. And he would keep this stone with him all the time. And the stone started turning a dark color as the anger was being released out of the boy. And then when the anger issue was gone, it went back to its original color. I just thought that was a very interesting story. So I had to share that. But crystals are absolutely amazing. Hello, Marsha. And we have to say a belated happy birthday to Marsha, who had a birthday this week. I think it was on Monday. Let's see. Go down here. Oh, okay. Oh, Caroline's making some homemade soup. That sounds yummy. Oh, Sarah said, wow, that story gave me chills. Well, yeah, and it really touched me that that stone was so special to him, but he wanted me to have it. I still have it. I think I put it in my wallet, and I don't think I've taken it out since he gave it to me. And that was like 2 or 3 years ago. Sweet little boy. Oh, Veronica said the same thing. Wow. Oh, thank you for sharing that. Okay, Sarah. I got to get a move on here. Sarah, third eye chakra. It's safe for you to see the energy of love in all of its forms, such as angels, auras, and visions. And the more we use that third eye, the more all of that expands. Because I can tell you from my own experience, I know this to be true. Because I could always sense and feel things. And the more I started using that knowingness, I hear things sometimes. I'll hear the words. I will see images now where I didn't before. So the more that you use that and the more you tap into your intuition, the more it's going to grow. So the more things that you're going to be seeing and experiencing. So keep doing that, Sarah. Oh, and that would include fairies, which you already see those, and unicorns. Okay, and your other card. Oh. So I shuffled the card, Sarah, and guess what? The same card came out for you. So for whatever reason, they want to reiterate that message about your third eye chakra. Power animal. Your animal spirit is a guardian to you and is helping you with whatever you are going through. Now, I love this picture because it's a unicorn. No, my grandkids, when they were little, I used to always say that unicorns are real. And they'd say, no, they're not. No, they're not. Usually it's the opposite, right? It's the kids that are saying, well, this is real, Grandma. And it's the grandma who's saying, oh, stop that. No, it isn't. But not with me. I'm always the one that says, yes, they're real. They do exist, or they did exist. And it just makes me laugh. Sarah says, I was just practicing more with my third eye yesterday. Oh, wow. Well, good. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. And let's get you an affirmation card, Sarah. I am grateful for all things, all of the blessings in my life and those that are coming to me. I invite and allow good to come into my life. I am blessed. Carol Ann says, that's because I'm a cool glamour. Well, thank you, Carol Ann. And you are very blessed. And it's important to acknowledge that and to have that gratitude. Yes, please hit the like button. That'd be awesome. Okay, now I'm up to Joyce. Then I have Veronica and Kim on the list. So if anybody else would like a message, let me know. Okay, we have, what did I say? Joyce. Okay. What do we have for Joyce? Ooh. Joyce. Oh, I love this. I am giving myself permission to accept and allow all the good that is coming to me. I deserve it. I am worthy. And, I really relate to this because, for a long time, I kept good from coming to me because I didn't feel I was worthy. And not for any special reason. Sometimes we get to that place in our life where we just don't feel worthy. We don't have that kind of self-esteem. And sometimes it's not because anything, horrible happened to us. Sometimes it can be, a little situation or a little comment when you were a very young child that just stuck with you the wrong way. So it's important to know that we are all worthy. You deserve all the good that is waiting out there for you. It's so important. Hello, Robin. Oh, I love you too, Robin. Thank you. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Ruth. Been working more on my gratitude as well, said Sarah. Okay, that's awesome. I have to go back up. I missed somebody here. But I do. Oh, Devin. I knew I saw somebody else. And then Carol Ann. Okay, so I have Veronica. Let's see what we have for Veronica. So just know your worth, know you're worthy, and don't let anyone ever tell you what your worth or your value is. You're not a clearance item. Okay, Veronica. I am dissolving any and all past vows, contracts, or agreements that would block all of the good that is coming to me. I am abundant. And, we don't know because we don't remember, maybe we made a contract in a past life. Maybe we took a vow of poverty. We don't know. And if that carries over in our soul energy, ooh, I just got chills. If that carries over in our soul energy, then that's going to affect us now. So by saying that we're dissolving those, we're getting rid of them once and for all. So you are abundant, Veronica, and there's so much coming for you. So much good. I'm really excited about that. Okay, Kim. I am dissolving and releasing any and all negativity in my life. I cut any and all cords of negativity from past, present, and future lifetimes. I only allow positivity into my life. I am releasing. Release it. Let it go, Kim, because you don't want it anymore. It is not doing you any good. It's not for your best and highest good. So you've got to get rid of that. That whatever it is, it's in the past. It's not part of your future. It's part of your past. And, I have to laugh when I saw this word positivity because it always spell checks it on the computer. Like it's not a word. It always says it's incorrect. But no, I love that word positivity. So you are releasing it and letting it go, Kim. Good for you. That is so amazing. Sometimes that's not easy for us to do. We hang on to our stuff. Always. For no reason, really, just because I think we're afraid of who we are without that. Or, we're uncertain of what our future is going to look like without that situation or that pain. Okay, Devin. See what we have for Devin. Ooh, I am surrounded by a protective bubble of the highest vibrations of love and light. I am safe. And I hope that you guys all put on your protection bubble of love and light every day. Because I'll tell you, it could make a big difference in negative energy coming at you, being absorbed by you. It can help you to keep your energy more balanced. And, when you do put on that protective, it's like a protective armor. So we do feel safe. We do feel protected. Marsha, of course. I always have time for you, Marsha. I love you, Marsha. You're pretty awesome. Let's see. Okay, let's see what we have for Marsha. Oh, Devin, and then Carol Ann. And then if I've missed anybody, let me know, because otherwise we may run out of time. Okay, Marsha. Oh, Marsha. I am giving myself permission. I'm sorry. Wait, that's correct. Okay. I am giving myself permission to accept and allow all the good that is coming to me. I deserve it. I am worthy. Yes, you are. And sometimes we let ourselves believe that we're not because we believe what other people tell us. Like you're not good enough for this or good enough at that or whatever. But we are. We are. That was my biggest issue for the longest time. I felt like I didn't deserve, a lot of the good that was coming into my life. I felt like it wasn't, I wasn't worthy of it. We have this idea that we have to do or be this monumental pillar of, sainthood or something to be worthy of anything, but we don't. We are perfect spiritual beings in our flawed human bodies. And it's our flawed human bodies that give us those crazy ideas. Because just in spirit form, we know that we are worthy, we are perfect, we are, everything. It's just our head that tells us otherwise. Okay. Joyce says, spot on. Something very strange happened last night. It goes along with what you said. Oh, you're welcome. Wow. Veronica said, thanks for the validation. I had a dream that prompted me to dissolve past contracts for a new path. Veronica, I love that. Thank you for the validation. Hello, Jan. Nice to see you. Kim says, perfect. I did a meditation today on releasing, then took a nap, woke up for a beautiful sunset and your show. Oh, that is so awesome. Okay, Carol Ann. Oh, Carol Ann, yours just popped right out. Carol Ann, I am overflowing with unconditional love. I fill myself up first, then freely give to others. I freely give and receive love. I am love. And you know, that is so important. We have to fill ourselves up with all this stuff that we give to other people or that we want to give to other people. Because if we don't fill ourselves first, we have nothing to give. Oh, Devin says he feels loved by us all. So remember that. Carol Ann, give yourself some of that love and some of that compassion that you give to all of us because you are worthy of it. You deserve it. Marcia says, wow. Lanelle says, I might share my channel session this morning. It's so in sync of all your words shared this evening. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow, things are working out. Thank you. Oh, awesome. Okay. And Jan, we get you a card, Jan. Oh, that one popped out. Oh, Jan, this is good. I am morphing like a butterfly from a cocoon. I am becoming the best version of myself. I am ready to spread my wings and fly. I am evolving. You're making some changes in your life, and if you haven't started, they are coming. So be prepared. Be prepared because I feel like it's gonna like knock your socks off. Because it's gonna happen so fast. And I feel like there's things that you've been, wanting to happen for so long, or you've just been desiring some kind of change, but maybe you weren't sure what it is. Well, you're gonna find out exactly. And things are gonna happen very quickly for you. It's gonna be like a whirlwind. But you're ready for this. You need this. You need to put yourself first. Carol Ann, Jan, Robin. Okay, Carol Ann says, oh, thank you, Ruth. I just needed to hear that. Well, you're so welcome, Carol Ann. What do we have for Robin? Robin, I am forgiving of the past and hopeful of the future. I am living in the moment since the moment is all we truly have. I am present. I love that. And that's all we can do, right? When we live in the past, we just create all this, pain and grief for ourselves. And when we live in the future, it's all of this anxiety of what could happen or what we want to happen. We have to live in the present. That's where we are. So why not just, live there? That's very important. So always, try to be in the moment. Be in the moment. And Jan says, wow, thank you. Been waiting for it. Well, you are welcome. And this is going to be the year for it, let me tell you. And here's one. Tiffany. This card is for Tiffany. And it says, I am opening my mind to new ideas and ways of doing things. I am constantly growing and broadening my horizons. I am changing. So I wonder what kind of changes you are going to be making, Tiffany. That's very exciting. Broadening your horizons. I will be excited to see what transpires this year with you. Robin says, wow, you're on fire. Wow, spot on. Thank you so much. Awesome, Robin. And I'm going to pull a card for Ward, who just popped on, since I have about 30 seconds left. Tiffany says, wow, thank you so much, Ruth. You are welcome. Ward, I am in touch with my inner guidance system. I trust the information I receive. I know the truth without question or doubt. I am intuitive. And we need to tap into that intuitiveness, that intuitive part of us. We need to pay attention to those messages that we get in music, in conversations, with other people's, in colors, in shapes, in everything. Because we have that inner guidance system, our intuition, for a reason, right? Just like our car has a GPS, we have that inner GPS. And we need to make sure we're tapping into it and using it. I want to thank you guys so much for being here. This has been a blast. I hope you guys all come back next week. You guys have a great week. Start manifesting what you want. And I will see you next week. I love you all. Good night. You are welcome. You're very welcome.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.